evening, and welcome to Damage Dust D&D. Tonight, the investigators. We investigate things. That's what we do. DM?
Yeah, that's me. Just replying to a message.
It started already. Wow.
Yeah, no. This one's,
DM's forgot. He hasn't introduced us. We win. Level up, guys. Continue the night.
Yep, level 19. Go.
My brain just went, we're on a boat, therefore it's pirates.
We're on a boat. Where's my hat? Captain's hat. Arr. So, last time, the party departed the comfort of Kantichi, heading for the country. You know the one.
Yeah,
That's
that
that's a tongue twister, isn't it?
Cambaria. Making it to the capital, Salayo. Finding someone to give them voyage to the country of Voyavikia, particularly the island of Hanumo Island. Once the journey had begun, there was warnings of large creatures in the seas. First day's travel down the coast was nice and easy. A night's rest was had before making the full sprint across the short sea. But during that journey, there was a large creature underneath, and plans and preparations were made before this large creature, responding to a telepathic message from one Mazdak, shot her enormous head above the water to communicate directly with the party, asking for their help in rescuing her young that is being tormented by a creature new to these waters, perhaps new to any waters. And the journey south towards the large turtle-shaped creature begun. We pick up a short distance from this large turtle-shaped creature, where any plans that are to be made can be made. I do have a list of spells that have already been cast.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't forget, people, you have water walk cast on you.
Yeah, Mazdak has full twice lifed himself. Bernier has cast Aid on Mazdak, Thaddeus, and Kral. And Thaddeus has cast Warding Bond on Mazdak and Water Walk on the whole party. All of those spells last at least an hour, up to 8 hours, so are all still in play from when you had previously cast them. But if there's anything else that anyone wants to do now, feel free to do so.
Nope.
Before we begin.
I think I'm good.
Nothing comes immediately to mind.
Okay. So as the ship, the Shackled Dawn, approaches this this creature, all you can really see from your vantage point of mostly water level is just disruption to the water, just lots of splashing and thrashing around. Kral has got a hawk in the air, which can get a bird's eye view, which can relay back to Kral the size and shape of this creature and its general location.
Bird's eye view would be perfect for helping us make it into fish fingers.
That's normally me, folks. That's normally me.
Well, I was thinking more of a total beast.
So if you're in the roll 20, I've moved you over
Ooh, okay. Let me just...
to the water map.
Oh my.
We're on a boat, motherfucker. Don't you ever forget.
That's a sloop.
That the image that I found. Yep.
Can we move ourselves?
You should be able to.
You know, as in, I'm just asking if we can.
No.
I'm going to get quite centrally.
No, we have to remain exactly where we've been placed.
If you want to move, you have to tell me where you want to move.
Cool. Shall I put on my wibbly wobbly aura?
I'm going to stand.
Was there any particular colour or anything, Martin, you wanted to use for concentration? If we do use it? I'm not at the minute with the spells I've cast, but I'm just asking if...
There are icons.
There are the usual icons from Tuesday,
Yeah.
I believe now.
Oh yeah, I can see them. Sorry, I couldn't before. Didn't look for them. That's why.
As we get closer, I will briefly come back into my own sight, hearing, and summon the Eldritch Cannon.
Okay. I also have, yep, that one. So the ship does have weapons capabilities for you. There is the arcane cannon that Kral has fixed up. There are regular cannon.
Mhm.
There's 4 on each side. If you wanted to fire those can't be fired directly down, obviously. So if the creature goes beneath you, you won't be able to use those. But the captain also talked about these depth charges that they keep aboard, which can be dropped off the side of the ship to target creatures below.
So I will gather everybody up briefly for a moment, and everybody gets 9 temporary hit points.
You're playing Kral tonight. You do know, yeah.
Yes. And with the Eldritch Cannon in protector form, I can essentially do the same thing.
He's made himself a little mini eyeless.
Is that 9 out of a possible...
9 out of a max of 13.
Okay, so that's 5. So you just overwrote my. It's better than mine anyway. So mine's only got a maximum of 8. But it only does it to me.
Okay. So, if we're all ready,
Everybody got dice.
If everybody's got dice, that would be helpful. Brian, your hawk would be able to tell you that this large creature has noticed the ship coming.
Okay. Well,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I believe it's noticed us, but I'll keep an eye out. And then I'll just go back into Scavlock and just keep an eye on it, on its course, and start relaying the course, which I'm hoping will be passed on to the captain as it comes towards us. It's coming towards.
Yeah, the captain is taking the ship, so it's sort of making a passing run, ready for the cannons to fire down the one side. But let's all roll initiative. By the way, I'm not doing anything near as fancy as Jade does on a Tuesday with ship combat.
No.
The ship effectively will be static. It's sort of moving, but you can pretend that.
It's static emplacements, turrets and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a simpler way to do it. I'm not even sure how I would run this kind of encounter in that system. Could be fun though. I'll have to write that down.
Are you using a initiative tracker?
Ooh,
Martin,
nice.
or not?
I do like that.
Let's open.
Ah.
Thank you. So. Oh, good, it's done the old duplicate stuff. So, right, there we go. There we go. Some good rolls there, just miss it, there we go. Oh.
That
I think-
camera went crazy
I think
there.
you need to do a James Nat and get a completely new camera at some point.
Yeah.
Getting those out early. Oh, oh, oh yeah, you can't see that at the moment.
Nope.
Wham.
Ooh,
Oh yes,
he's a big boy.
they're big.
Leonardo got buff.
He's kind of more sort of purpley. Well, no, he's kind of blue. Yeah, Leonardo.
Blue, I see a massive grey turtle.
Yeah. Well, what you're
Kind of
watching
greyish
that.
blue.
What psychotropes are you taking today? Jesus.
All of them.
All of them.
The good ones.
Oh, there's been a lot of weed today. Let's just say that.
Sabiel, can you just roll a d20 for me, please?
Uh-oh.
Don't do it, it's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a
A
tart.
trap.
If Carl's letting us know which direction this is coming from, can I readjust my position?
Yes.
10.
10. You win.
Hey.
It's all right. You and the creature were speed tied, so we just did bowlers for it. But your 10 beat their 8.
This just in: Salviel faster than a turtle.
And Kral's only one behind, so yeah, it's all.
Salviel faster than 2 turtles.
There's a, I forget what it's called, but there's a like Greek story or something of like a race between a turtle and some champion, like Achilles. And the turtle starts halfway along the race, and by the time that Achilles has made the distance to the turtle's already moved, and therefore, because
Never
of
catch
that,
it. Yeah.
he'll never catch the turtle.
Yeah, it's the old tortoise and arrow.
There we go. So, Thaddeus, you are first to react in the situation.
Yes. I'll be like, bloody hell, folks. See the size of that. Good luck. Don't forget you can walk on water. If I move up to here with the intention of being on like the corner there of the ship, is that possible if I do that?
Yeah, that's
So-
fine.
I was there, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And would you, if I did this,
And you fall in, but you've got water walking, so you just hit the surface.
if I do that, that's 30 foot. Would you say that that would hit the creature? Would be in its range? Like if I'm leaning, literally, I'm like trying to.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean,
It's a big ask, I know.
technically, its
You can
box
do.
comes out to there. If you
I
can
think
see
if you do an aura of 0 feet on them,
it, will
or
just
an aura of like 1 foot or something, it will show. And like you can set it to be a box.
yeah. Oh, I can see that, but you can't. Let's do that.
They are.
So I could then, yeah? Technically.
Looks like it.
Okay, cool. And just FYI, we can see the tortoise's health bar, if you didn't know that.
I think
Can you
that's
see the numbers?
Not the
No,
numbers.
no.
Okay, so starting this off, and
That's
just to
just to give you that. I do that, so that's like your visual indication of how
okay.
it is. You don't get the exact numbers, but you know you.
Yeah, I might start doing that in mine. To be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, I am going to just to hopefully try and give us a bit of a chance. Cast Bane on this
Okay.
creature.
So what's
It's
my save?
charisma.
Charisma. Did I save this? Two ticks. Yeah, there you are. There you are. 17.
You absolute penis.
Holy shit, Fiddy.
Fuck off, Italy.
Remember, he's your acquaintance.
Meets it, beats it. Ah. God damn it. Okay.
Bugger.
Oh, bugger.
Oh, bugger.
Sorry?
Yeah. Okay, so that does not work. So, I am just going to move across 1 to more on the boat then. And
Okay.
that's the end of my go.
There we go.
Thank you.
Not much I can do at this distance.
You've got water walking if you want to run towards it.
I'd have to dash though to make it to it.
You just need to make it to the edge of the square. That's its entire hitbox.
You need to make it to there.
Yeah, basically about 40, but
That's still dashing for me though.
fair enough.
I should have taken advantage of the camera not being turned on for the map yet and moved to the far side of the boat.
I did. Someone asked the question, and I said you can reposition.
Oh, I know.
So,
It's hardly my own fault. I'll get that far anyway and, wait for him sword drawn.
fair enough.
We can hold an action for if it comes near past you.
Is that
That's a good point. Full action to smack him.
cool?
You
Okay.
can fancy just straight up smack.
May well get that opportunity. Because it's. Let's spin those on. Now the creature's turn, and it's going to rise up in the water to the surface. And. Yeah.
What the snack?
Yeah. Do a smack.
The tasty full wrap snack. $17.
Afraid not. No dice. The as the creature comes out, you're just taken aback by the enormity of it, and you fluff your swing as it rises up. But as it does, this enormous head rises out of the water, and its enormous face just spits this boiling water towards everyone on the ship.
Oh, dear.
Well, it's more steam than water itself.
Bye.
And I just remember you saying, I tend to stay out of the way last session when I was casting Warding Bond on you.
Yeah.
Mazdak and Sasha will get my +4 if there's a saving throw involved.
Oh, fuck.
It can get all of us.
So
Well,
Everyone make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
You know what? I'm really good at these.
+4, did you say, Jade?
Yeah, +4. Where's the
So
aid does not affect that. Cool.
hold shouting numbers at me because I will.
So
We'll go through it once everyone's.
Mazdak's
rolled.
quite squishy, so Mazdak will just see sort of Kral's eyes go wide, and you just sort of throw something and like a little mote of energy will hit Mazdak and give him a flash of genius for the +5.
Oh, +5. And that stacks with the +4 of the aura.
Yeah, it's an additional bonus.
Different things.
Awesome.
There is, in my Saturday campaign, I play an artificer with +5 intelligence, and we have a paladin with +5 charisma.
Nice.
Between us, we can break saving throws.
It's an automatic +10 to people who are in need.
Mm-hmm.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Spell person here and everything. So I get advantage to maintain concentration on spells, but that's only if I've got a spell which is concentration, so I basically just a straight roll now, yeah? Is that how that works?
Yeah. This isn't a This isn't a concentration check. This is a
Oh,
Constitution.
concept, yeah, okay, got you, yeah.
Yeah. So, Bernia, what did you get?
Con save 15.
That's a fail. Marius,
10.
that's a fail. Kral,
23.
that's a success. Mazdak,
22. I rolled a 13. I rolled a 15. I get a -2 to my con saves. Picked a 13, but I've got a +4 and a +5. 22.
perfect. You succeed. Salviel,
May
9.
not be crucial.
It might not matter.
I mean, we've doubled. You've got 2 Mazdak's worth of health.
I do have 2 Mazdacs. It's fair.
I think you'll be all right this round. Sasha
26.
and Thaddeus,
18.
fail.
Oof, quite easy.
Hang on. Sorry, meets it, beats it. You got me back. You penis.
It's a lot of
No,
penis
but,
envy happening tonight.
I think the form of addressing in this instance is "fuck you, Fiddy."
Yeah.
So, I've already rolled damage. To those that succeeded, it's 30 points of fire damage, I think. And to those that failed, it's 60.
I have 60 with my temporary hit. Oh, hold on, did you say fire damage? Right.
Yeah,
Hang
it's
on.
fire damage.
Hang on
And
here, hang on
resistance
here,
fire
hang on.
damage. Fuck.
First time I've used this Mazdak, so bear with me.
Oh, I get to
Oh,
half
yeah.
that, don't I? So
So you
succeeded.
half
Okay.
So
you
went-
half it, and I so both of us take 15.
Oh,
I
no.
take 15 extra.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Fiddy, you take extra 15 on top of the 30.
So
Yeah.
Thad will take 45.
I would have been one shot if I wasn't taken.
Yeah, I would have been on 1 HP if that warding bond hadn't worked. I'm now back to a normal Mazdak.
I'm really glad I cast that then.
That had the potential to
Absolutely.
one-shot you.
Yeah. Jesus.
Because if you go to like
One-shot
minus
a lot of
30 or
people.
something, it
Oh yeah,
would just
this guy can
Insta.
seriously
not
absolutely.
not just unconscious, just dead.
Yeah.
Kind of damage.
I do feel like this is the point where we, pause and ask Martin, what did we do to upset you?
You keep beating me.
Yes, we keep winning encounters.
We will keep beating you with sticks if you keep doing this.
I'll just say I was very happy to see the extra buffs go on Mustang before the end of last session.
Yep.
Well, I'm still alive, so that's good.
I mean, honestly, stepping back a sec, the Mazdak being so low health is just an increasing issue for balancing.
Yeah.
Because I can't hold back. I
No,
can't.
you can't. You mustn't.
Exactly.
You mustn't.
Yeah. So
I know.
Yeah.
I did this to myself. I know what's happening.
there was also the opportunity to read a book that would make it a
There
little
was,
less
yeah.
bad.
There was.
You chose
You
not
gave
to.
that
And
to
I
Barbarian.
chose to give that away.
Thatcher's pleased with this.
4 hours and that'll be super effective.
Yep. I might not live to see that. But yes.
So
Cool.
yeah, this creature just turns as the ship arrives. It comes out of the water and just sprays this boiling steam at the ship. You even see one or two members of the regular crew just drop instantly from this before it just splashes back into the water and just goes down a little bit.
Does steam count as fire damage then?
Steam does count as fire damage, yes. It specifically says fire damage.
Oh, does it? Then that should have been halved again.
Oh, I did.
Boarding bond gives you resistance as well.
Yeah, well, yes.
It wouldn't be halved twice.
Okay, cool. Cool. It's fair.
Yeah. So it's moved down. So Salviel, technically, you can have an attack of opportunity as it moves out of your range.
Sure, why not?
Smack it, Salvio. It's a bad
Nope.
kitty.
13.
Right, I'm gonna put. Do you like that? No. Trying to. There we go. I'll use two different numbers. It's 20 feet down.
Okay.
No, I think you can erase the question mark.
Yes.
Don't worry,
Just an-
folks. I shall cast grease. It's saved us before.
Thrall.
Yep.
It's your turn.
Okay. Right, bear with me just a moment. I need to do something. Oh shit. So that's that, and that's that. Save. Cool. Right, this thing's a turtle, so I've got an idea. I'm going to use my magical tinkering as my action. And I'm going to speak a message in Aquan into it. So to prepare to use it on my next turn to cast the spell Catapult.
Okay.
So I will sort out the message for next turn and I will send that to you because it will be in Aquan. And I'm not sure if this thing is going to understand, but it's a turtle. I'm a turtle. Yeah.
It's a fair assumption to think it might speak Aquan.
So
It's turtles all the way down.
yeah, I may sort of I have an idea that it may understand that, and I've always got the fallback option, which is I know some particularly graphic draconic insults.
Okay.
So if that does
That'll help.
Well, to be fair, yeah, it's all going to be around him, sort of like attacking things smaller than him, etc., etc. But yeah, so I'll sort out the message. But I'm going to spend my my turn basically imbuing this small little mechanical device I've got with the message ready to be catapulted at him.
Okay. Fair enough. And when you say catapult, is this literally a catapult spell?
Yes.
You're writing something to catapult.
No. So with my magical tinkering, I can either do 5-foot light radius up to a 6-second long recorded message. It can emit an odor or non-verbal sound, and static visual effects, including up to 25 words of text.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with a 6-second long recorded message.
Okay. Fair enough.
Are you all right, Dan?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was muted.
Yeah, there were lots of loud banging. Thought you'd been shot.
Oh, I was getting grapes out of the freezer.
And
Very loud grapes.
as my bonus action, I'll give the crewman who's manning the cannon a couple of tips on how to fire it more accurately.
Fair enough. So you're not manning the arcane cannon?
Not currently, no. I've sort of stepped away for when I was Hawkeyes.
Okay. Where've you gone? Okay, Bernier.
Okay. I'm going to try and. Is it still visible in the water?
Yeah, you can. It's 20 feet down, but it's large enough that you can see it.
Okay. I'm going to get onto one of the cannons on the side.
Mhm.
Kind of like pull it over to aim it up and kind of curse the fact that I can only smite on a melee weapon attack and try and fire one of the cannons at it.
Okay, roll a d20 plus 6.
23.
Nice hits. Roll 6d10 for me, please.
Oh,
1,
nice.
2, 3. Do I have any d10s in here? 4. 10, 12, 19, 24, 26, 29. That was
Nice.
underwhelming. I had another one.
Good hit.
Am I able to fire it twice, or
No,
do I get
no.
2 attack per action? No. Cool.
Um,
Then, as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Salviel. Increases
Okay.
your armor class by 2.
Smart move.
And that puts me as concentrating. And that'll be my turn.
Cool.
Actually, hang on. No, I'm going to back up a little bit for coverage.
Nice. Sasha.
Seeing what Bernie just did, I will endeavour to copy and fire the cannon.
Okay. Again.
So what was
roll
it?
d20 plus 6.
6. 17.
Braidnart just goes splashing off into the water.
Okay. Obviously, I'm not very good at that, so I'm going to abandon that straight away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I know it's gone 10, 20 feet underneath, but is its back sticking out enough that I could maybe stab it 10 feet away?
No, I think it's too far down for you to hit as is.
Boo. Okay. I'm just going to back up to 1. There we go.
Okay. Mazdak.
Okay, I would like our new turtle friend to make a dexterity saving throw as I raise my staff, slam it down, and a mote of fire just goes straight towards it. It's got to be a dex 15.
I got to rage, but I'm too late now, aren't I?
15. Rolls 15.
Okay, so it
Succeeds.
takes half. So 86. 2,
86.
3.
What are you casting there?
Fireball.
He didn't ask permission, DM. He just casted it. Okay.
I've just casted Fireball. I'm a wizard. I have to do these things. Oh, lovely. Oh dear. 1, 6, 13, 15, 19, and 22, 28, 35. So 35 points of fire damage.
Up to 17.
Half to 17. If I could finish my sentences, that'd be lovely. Thank you, Natalie.
Okay.
And I
Halved.
will.
17. And I'm afraid halved again for resistance.
That's absolutely fine. That's why we do these things, to find out. Research.
Yeah. You can tell, and it's no surprise to someone as intelligent as you that a water creature is not as affected by fire.
Yeah, but you know that's the kind of things I've got range with. So lovely, thank you. That's my go.
Okay. Imarius.
I won't. I'll be outdone, so I'm also going to cast Fireball because I'm a warlock.
My fireball's bigger than your fireball.
Yeah. So it's a deck save.
Not a ball measuring contest.
It kind of is now.
So that one is a natural 20.
Oof.
Okay. That's 32 points damaged, halved, and then whatever, halved again.
So Amarius steps up, and Bernia, you're kind of first to see, apart from Amarius, as something shoots over your shoulder from behind you. Amarius, this looks different. That fire that you just threw at this creature looked blacker than you remember fire being. As this black sphere just pierces the water sort of between Salviel and Sasha, and then erupts in that regular kind of way that a fireball would, except it's very black. And it seemed to do more damage than the fireball you just saw Mazdak cast.
So bonus action, I would say to Mazdak, say it's all about doing it with style.
Yes, well, you said I was using fire, Imarius, whereas you were using whatever that was.
Yes.
That was not fire.
Yeah, to you, Mazdak, that looked noticeably more necrotic than fire.
Yes, more, I would suggest more of a necrotic feel to that spell. What was that spell? That's interesting.
I know what I did, Mazdak.
I know, but I'd like to know so that I could research it.
I'm sure that's 6 seconds.
So you're telling us that Amarius has necrotic balls?
Ooh, ouch.
Should he use protection, man?
Anything else, Marius?
No, I've gloated enough.
You just hear a voice in your head say, "That was good, wasn't it?"
And I'll just have a bit of a smile on my face.
So, at the top of the round, the ship is ready to fire its arcane cannon. What sort of bolt, Kral, I'll hand this over to you, but what sort of shot do you want to fire from it?
What are the options?
You created it.
Okay.
You tell me.
So, I suppose
it's a regular arcane cannon if you know what.
Dragon turtle slaying.
I suppose
Yeah, that would
the
be
main type would be the rather ubiquitous force damage.
Let me see.
Surely if you made the cannon, Corral, you can say that it's necrotic damage and cast it in fireball form.
be. I could. But
Maybe you tinctured with it and put blight onto it as well.
Just to be clear, it wasn't weak to the necrotic. It just didn't resist it like it did the fire.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just going over to Tuesday Captain to check out the arcane cannon. There you are. So you've got acid, fire, frost, lightning, poison.
yeah, so oh god. So I'll order them to hit it with a lightning shot.
Okay. Okay. Right. Okay, it will make a dex save against that, which is 12, so it fails.
It does, and then
It takes 60 lightning damage.
do you want me to roll it?
Go for it.
9, 13, 18, 25, that's 4, 29, 39 points of lightning damage.
Excellent job. Stop that roll, please. Minus 39. There we go. So, Thaddeus, back to you.
Yes. I'm not being a good healer at the minute.
I mean, you're a cleric. Clerics don't generally heal, do they?
I don't appear to.
No, that was me just saying, looking through my spell list. Obviously, I didn't prep much because first day on a boat and we're hitting a massive turtle. So I will 5, 10, 15. That's 20 foot there to burn you. And it's gonna have to be the big guns of what I've got at the minute, and
No, it's Klein that's got the big guns.
yeah, it's gonna be cure wounds at level. I do it at level 4 because they're quite low. So that is, where are we? 48. 1, 2. Need more. 3, 4. Ooh, that rhymed.
We'll make a rap star out of you yet.
Oh, that's absolutely awful. I rolled 2 1s in that. That's 18 points of healing. For burn you.
Still 18
He needs
points.
healing.
8, 3, 1, 1.
Oof,
Oof.
not good.
Yeah. And so 20, 25, 30, just to move away a bit more. So, I'll just get there. Oh yeah, that's everything I can do.
Okay. Sabiel, back to you.
Going to cast a level 2 cure wounds on myself.
Okay.
Oh, that was lousy. 9 points. Is it possible to see what way the creature is moving at the moment, or is it just literally gone straight down?
Yeah, kind of just sank. So its head still pointing towards the ship. It just went directly down.
Okay, in that case, I will stay where I am. Because I don't particularly want it to get to the ship.
Fair enough. I was about to say it's not in melee range with you, so you could move out without taking an attack. But by the sounds of it, you are trying to protect the ship. So I'll leave you doing that. Okay. It's now the creature's turn again. And I'm going to... Can I just... Will you let me just roll one of those? How do I roll? Oh, is it just that I've not got the chat window open? Yeah, I've
Yeah,
just
you rolled 2 on, and
Oh,
both the
was-
same.
I didn't have the chat window open, so I was just spamming that D6.
Well, you rolled a 5
Um,
both times.
Yeah, well, I only wanted the 1. It does recharge its breath on a 5 or 6.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's been nice knowing you, gang.
Yep, bye.
So it is going to rise back up. Let's try and clear my workspace a bit. Get over there. It will rise back up to the surface. There were no held actions from either of...
No, but I do have Sentinel, so if it attacks somebody other than me, I get to swack it.
Okay. Well, it's going to attack lots of somebodies.
Ooh,
Oh,
I like to see that.
you got away with that.
Ooh,
Yep.
it's getting closer. I don't like it.
Yeah, for some reason, I'll get different 60 feet that get varyingly close to you.
Yeah, it's because
Ow.
of the.
Ow!
Did it? No.
It's because of the way that the cone draws and because of the way
Yeah.
it measures.
Yeah. No, I
It's
think...
because of his odd-shaped mouth.
That's 15 feet. That's 15 feet. That's 15 feet. Like, it,
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. If everyone could make another con save, please. Minus Sasha. Sasha's kind of it's come up and you're next to its...
Thaddeus and Amarius get +5 from me.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and smack it.
Even if the
I miss.
Do you get a?
it's not an attack. It's a,
Yeah, it's a con save, isn't it? So
It's
no,
not an
it's
attack,
not.
it's a-
It'd have to be an attack roll.
Yeah, it's
Sentinel.
Oh, would it? I thought anything that was classed as an attack.
But this
It's
is
not
this
an
is-
attack.
By a melee attack.
This
but
is
it's-
like a.
it's
This is
not-
effectively a spell.
Yeah,
Kind
this
of.
is
So,
this is a
no.
saving throw. It's not an attack roll.
yeah.
+5 from you, Bernie. Did you say?
Okay.
Yeah, +5 from me to Amarius and Thaddeus. The Euses.
Okay.
And
So,
I'll burn you the. I know what. Yeah, I'll give burn you the Bastard Genius this time.
right. So, I'm going out from here. So, Salviel, what was your con save?
14.
14. That's a failure. Qual,
18.
that's a fail. Bernia,
With Kral's bonus, 19.
success.
Oof.
Thaddeus,
22.
that's a success. And Imarius,
11.
Ow.
That's with my +5.
Yeah, 5 plus 1 plus
Ooh.
5.
Oh.
Oh.
18 was a fail.
Yeah, I was about to say I
That's
passed with an 18.
yeah, 18's a success. Who sorry. You succeeded.
It was beat it, meet it, wasn't it?
Yes.
Beat it, yeah.
Sorry, I was meant to call you a penis or something.
Yes, that's how it goes.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so those that succeeded take 23. Those that failed take 46.
I'll take 23 because of Tiefling.
Yeah. Yeah, it is
Thank
fire
God.
damage. If you get to halve that, please do.
That's DC 11. My concentration. Doesn't matter, the target is down. Shield of Faith drops. Although, no, it would still, yes. I rolled a 1, never mind.
I'm still up, just because Tiefling.
And it is going to, as the second time it rises and just spews this steam towards the ship. Once it's finished, it's going to speak in Aquan, if anyone understands. Basically, just going, "Fuck off."
This is entirely up to you, DM, and it doesn't say it in the spell, but Water Walk isn't a concentration, so I've technically cast that on bodies.
Yes. Yes. Salviel remains on the surface.
It's that's an oldie classic of a particular tiefling floating on top of a lake of blood with Water Walk. So
Yes, I think I did read through Water Walk after you cast it, and it's not just water, it's kind of liquid walk, isn't it?
Mm.
So it even says you could walk on lava, even though you'll take fire damage from it.
yeah.
So, yeah. But, yes, so Salviel drops, but remains at the surface of the water. Kral,
Okay, I am going to go 5, basically jump off the ship. 10, 15, 20 to this thing. I'm going to sort of pick up the message thing and just basically catapult it into this thing's ear so it can hear me.
okay.
So it's a dexterity saving throw from it. Kind of hoping.
Dex save is a 19.
Oh fuck! It saves. So yeah, it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it saves. So nothing happens really. But the item will be basically just be floating next to it then. And then it'll just start sort of pinging the message I sent you to it. And so Kral's going to front up in front of this thing.
I haven't received a message. Have you?
Okay. I think I may have.
Not pressed enter or something.
Yeah, I didn't press enter.
There we go.
So that message will begin to sort of repeat. And Kral will basically just front up in front of this thing. And in Aquan, I didn't think that large turtles like you would pick on little beings. Are you a coward?
It just turns its head slightly, and it just enormous thing comes into view, and it just bares these jagged teeth at you. It doesn't respond.
Yeah, at this point, sort of Kral's hat and coat is still on the ship, so he's very clearly a turtle. So he's sort of bare-chested, bare-filled, and just standing there facing this thing down, trying to draw its attention.
Turtle on turtle.
Yeah.
Do we need to crank up the Barry White from the ship speakers?
You might need to in a moment.
Okay, anything else?
No, that's everything I can do at current. Yeah. As a bonus action, because I left the little cannon on the ship as well, and it was so I'll order it to move towards Bernia, and as it can walk or climb.
Let me give you a an icon for that.
Even if it's just duplicate my
Yeah.
my token.
You mean to say you don't have like 40 backup dancer tokens for your party's support spells and abilities? Sure, it's man.
What on earth is all this? Yeah, go away. Okay. Let's just take a copy of Kral then. Take all of that off. What is this? Arcane Cannon.
Yeah. And it's protector format.
Protector then.
Yeah. So it's got 40 hit points.
There we go. Controllable by Ash. There you go.
Okay. And it will, because it's a sort of a tiny contraption, it will sort of crawl in between Thaddeus and Bernia and just do a little burst of energy. And it will give them. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. You three within the 10-foot radius will get 12 temporary hit points. So it may or may not assist, but it will, at least soften some of the blow.
Okay. Bernia.
Question. Would firing the cannon count as a weapon attack?
Firing a cannon is your action.
It's an action, so it's not a weapon attack. Cool. Just checking for Battle Master stuff.
Okay. But you're going to try and smite on her.
No. I can't smite on a cannon, it's a ranged weapon. Although, I think I've got one of the smite spells, maybe? No, I don't.
Might on that.
Yeah. What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Don't know.
It's a very good question. Who am I? What? I'm just going to look to Thaddeus and Amarius. Get on the cannons or keep doing what you're doing. And 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll run down to Salviel. And I am going to use, in a single action, use Lay on Hands to heal Salviel for 30.
Oof.
Nice.
You'd probably end up with some flowers in your hair. It's just how it works. That was 25 feet of my movement.
Not complaining.
As you, as that energy gets pushed into you, Salviel, to heal you, your back, as it's currently sort of laid slightly damp on the water surface, just gets lifted by these lilies as they the
Nice.
just raise you up slightly.
Right. What am I gonna do? Is it currently breached out of the water?
Yes, it is at the surface.
Okay. I'm going to move there, bonus action, Misty Step, up onto the shell. You might need to put me on top. Hang on, I'll put myself there for a moment.
I will. It's fine. I can send it to the back. There you go.
So that was 30 feet up to there, and I'm just going to grab onto the front of the shell, kind of looking down at its neck. And that'll be my turn.
Nice.
Cool. Sasha.
I'm very angry. I go rage. Is
To be angry.
there a rage button? I can't remember.
I imagine so.
Yes.
There it is. And then I am going to whack. And I'm going to do it recklessly because I'm feeling reckless.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, because I was a natural one in there. 24 to hit.
Yep.
Hang on, just need to double check something. Ones and twos I can reroll. Yes, so I'll reroll that one. Nice. So that's sorry, math. So that's 22 plus 9. 31 points of damage total. Do you need them broken down? It's necrotic, radiant, and magical slashing.
Nope.
Okay.
What was the total? 31?
31. And then second attack. 26 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all getting rerolled.
That sounds
Bit
like a lot of
better.
ones.
So it's 18 points of combined damage for that one. And then I'm going to action surge and go again. Because
Okay.
I'm really pissed.
She's drunk.
Oh, hang on. That should have been an advantage. Oh, apparently double ones.
Wow.
Oof.
Damn.
Too angry to
Three.
be angered.
Yeah. So yeah, 49 points altogether.
Good job. Okay. Is that all, Sasha? I think that's about...
Yep.
Yep. That's that.
Okay. I am going to launch a 3rd level chromatic orb at it.
Okay.
So let's do that. Which is a 12. That was worth it. That's my go. I can't. I have nothing else. I think. Just double check. Yeah, I don't think, making some notes at this point in time is a good thing.
Oh, and also scoot around as well. Sorry.
No, that's my go. Thank you.
Try and keep that to your turn, please.
Sorry.
Imarius, then.
I'll move back up here just so that Mazdak can see how it's done. And then I will cast a Necro Ball at the dude. So it's a deck save.
Save. Which is 16.
Fails.
Nice.
Fuck. Oh, that's good. 33 points of
Woof.
whatever damage.
Nice.
Aquatic.
And you're starting to feel it a bit. Anything else?
Did I disappear into the ring last night? When?
You did, but you
Yeah.
came back out.
So I can't do it again.
I think when you heard the mermaid talking, you came back
Yeah,
out.
I didn't know if that was today or not. Okay, I will just try and I'll prop myself up against that bulkhead.
You've gone into the ring
dramatically.
to avoid Mazdak because he was constantly messaging you.
Yeah. So I can't do that. So yeah, I'm gonna back up against the bulkhead and look very dramatically ill. Like, that's me.
Okay, Thaddeus.
As Fiddy, can we update our HP on Roll20 so I know what people are at, please?
Yes, Abiel, you're still on 0.
Okay, so I am going. What am I gonna do? I back 5, 10, 15, 20 here. Then at second level, it's Cure Wounds on Amarius. Come on and do the conga. Fucking how many ones? Jesus Christ! 14 points of healing for you.
Cool. Thanks.
Then last 10 foot to back up to there. And no bonus actions as a cantrip, so that is my go.
Okay, Salviel, over to you. You wake up feeling a bit refreshed.
Excellent. Minor action, hold the lily pads out from my head, hair, whatever. Scroll, god damn it. Where's that? That's like... Sorry, I should have typed these sooner, but I didn't realize I was up already. Yeah, I'm gonna channel divinity sacred weapon, give me a +2 attack.
Okay.
And then I shall him to smack the monster again.
Smack away.
So that's a 20 to hit.
Just hits.
Nice.
About fucking time. And that's 10 points of slashing damage. Now, because I used Channel Divinity, can I still smack it a second time, or have I used up that opportunity?
Your
Extra attack.
And Salvi, I'll get the big fiery sword as well.
you do
I
have
did, but
a Pantheon Greatsword.
that's the one I used.
Channel Divinity is normally an
It'll
action.
do extra damage on top of the regular damage. I don't remember Flame
Yes.
Tongue. I've
So
really
it
used
does
them.
2d regular 2d6.
I
slashing.
just checked that it's I have to use a bonus action to ignite it, and then the fire damage kicks in, which I haven't done yet because I hadn't realised that.
Okay. But
So
just checking your.
extra attack.
No, the Channel Divinity is in itself an action, so you shouldn't be able to attack. I'm not going to rescind the damage you've just done because that would be harsh.
We need it.
Fair.
But yes, it should. Yeah. Ooh, that's a bit rough. It only lasts a minute, and it's an action. Yeah. Sorry. So yes, you imbue this your sword with some extra power as you then strike the creature sort of in the neck as it's turned, looking at Kral. Okay.
So that'll be it for my turn then.
Yes. It's now the creature. You. Okay. So, with a few people beginning to surround it, it is looking towards Kral, who just tried to talk it into being a nice turtle or something, and makes a bite against you, Kral.
Okay. 17, so.
Well, it's 30 to hit.
Yeah.
And that's 22 points of piercing damage.
Still up.
Its right claw then comes out of the water to make a smack on you as well, Kral.
Yep, that's fine.
That's a 25 to hit
Yeah.
for 16 points of damage.
Yep, cross out.
And then the left hand comes round to hit Salviel, who...
Would he try and go all in on me regardless, considering what I've just said to it?
Well, there's lots of you attacking it. And it's a 31 to hit Salviel for 17 points of damage. And now you spot Kral just sat, floating back down to the water.
Is he like weeble wobbling on his back?
We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto.
Kral, make a secret death save for me, please. If you want to stick it on your sheet, do that, or send me a private message.
Yep, no worries.
Okay. Over then to Bernia.
Right. This thing's done enough damage. I need to get it to flee. So, from its back, I'm going to look down on its neck. And I'm going to start off by kind of like holding my greatsword to the sky to cast Divine Favor as a bonus action, which gives me an extra 1d4 radiant damage on hit.
Okay.
My weapon. And then I am going to go in for 2 swings. Using my Greatsword of Warding. First one is a 19 to hit. 13 plus 6.
Afraid not. Not
Right.
quite.
Second attack, because we're above level 5, which is fun. Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Hey.
That's definitely a thing.
Where's the smite level 2?
Quick, do all the
Do all
things.
the spike.
Do all the things, do all the things, do all the things. Hang on. Where's my smite?
That was good acting there, by the way, DM,
Okay.
on the first miss. I'm afraid not. With no grin on my face.
So 4d6, 2d4 from the Divine Favor. And then my smite, it's 3d8 up to 6d8.
68.
6d8. Yes, I know. 68.
Always a fun joke.
Oh, you know that
Can I
little
find another d8 in here?
that little thing that I imbued with the message as well? That's still going because I've literally put a spark of magic in it, and that's
Okay.
independent from me.
Yes. Yeah, my artificer once imbued bread to scream to distract a Hydra. And because I can do this when I hit with a weapon attack, I'm going to also use my what's it called? Superiority die to do a distracting strike. Because, I needed more damage. So, this is going to be 6d6, 6d8, and 2d4.
Nice.
That's many dice.
Let's hope
All
they've got
the dice.
big numbers on them.
Yes.
All ones.
Well, the biggest is 8.
I see at least 4 8s in there.
Nice.
Right, I'm going to start with the magical slashing to begin with. So, yeah, it's interesting.
Less
So,
fire damage, just total it all up.
okay, cool. 10, 20,
And then I'll
28.
just use the legendary action to resist all of it.
Okay.
Fantastic. 30, 32, 40, 48, 48, 50, 58, 66, plus a whopping 3, so 69 points of damage.
Nice.
And my AC goes up by 1, I believe. Is it 1 on the warding? Base level warding?
Yes. At its current level, I think it's 1.
And because I use Distracting Strike, the next attack roll against the target by an attacker other than me has advantage. So I will just shout down to Sasha, "Get in, now!" Calling for her to strike at the wound I've just put in its neck.
Yeah. Yeah. You've seen Bernard just teleport on top of this thing and then take aim and just plunge this greatsword into the back of this thing's neck. Just getting right in there between a couple of plates. And not only does the sword just sink in beautifully, but there's almost a lightning crack as this divine power just imbued in the strike sends an almighty bolt through this thing's senses and everything.
Right, that's me spent for the rest of the fight. I'll see you guys at the end of the session.
Okay.
That's good enough. If that's what you do in a fight, that'll
I
do.
69
I
points
just
of
looked at its
damage.
bar.
Nice.
I just looked at its health bar and it's just gone down.
It dropped a bit.
It did.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
If you're going to do
It's a
some
one-hit wonder.
amount,
So yeah, Sasha, you have advantage on your first attack against the creature.
Yeah, well, I'm reckless anyway, so. Unless I could have advantage on my advantage.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's how
I
it works.
appreciate the thought.
Ah.
Right, so 2 attacks. Reckless again. 18, that didn't hit, did it?
no.
Fuck's sake. And 20. Non-natural.
Yeah, 20 hits.
Marvellous. It's 27 points of damage total.
Nice.
Sasha doesn't need the cannons. Does more damage.
Kraken.
No, it's a dragon turtle, not a kraken.
Lovely. That was quick.
And I'm going to just use my second wind as well.
Okay. Sasha's got Mazdak.
I'm going to try another chromatic orb.
Okay.
Because, well, it's got to work at some point, isn't it? So let's do that. Apparently not. Can't roll for toffee. I'm going to start rolling my actual dice rather than D&D Beyond. They're not being nice to me. Yeah, that's it. That's my go. 2 rounds of failed spell. Failed spell.
Wizard.
Yep.
That's wizard for you.
Imarius.
Yeah,
Right, Amara,
I'm
show
gonna
me how it's
crawl-
done.
Yeah, I'm going to crawl dramatically, sort of going, oh, I'm still here, I'm still in the fight, I haven't disappeared, I'm helping. Right to the edge of the boat. And then Eldritch Blast, because I have no spell slots, because Warlock. So, 2 beams. The first one is a natural 1. And the second one is a 22.
Nice.
22 hits.
My D10. Balls. 8 points force damage.
Okay.
Or is it?
Are you going to do anything with your bonus action?
No, because the only thing I can do is fly.
Or can you? However, okay, if you're not opting to use it,
No.
as you just fire out an Eldritch Blast, you feel this build-up of energy in your other hand, and it just instinctively
Yes, the thing.
off.
Yeah, I forgot I had that.
Thank you, oh wonderful benevolent, when I can say it, DM.
Yes.
Benevolent.
I would like to use a
Vanilla
bonus
thanks.
action to cast that cantrip for a second time. Do I get 2 shots then? Or just
Yeah.
1? And I roll them again.
Yeah.
This
It's
is the whole reason I
horrifyingly
took it in
scary
the
on a
first
warlock.
place, isn't it? That's a
I was kind of hoping you wouldn't actually give it to Imarius.
15 to hit the first one,
Or the
No.
Eldritch gun, as we call it.
and then a non-natural 20 for the second one.
Yes, just hits.
That's a bit better on the damage. 12 points of force damage.
Okay.
So
Right,
bar's
we're-
going down. I'll get to the second one in a minute.
Reinforcements coming in.
So Ammonita sort of gave me divine intervention there.
Yeah, that's it. Right, we're at the top of the round. I think we'll just take a quick 5 minutes.
Okay. We will be right back after these sponsorship messages, which we don't have. So, why I'm telling you, who knows? back. We hope you enjoyed your small commercial break. Back to the top of the round. DM, take it away.
Okay. So, yeah, top of the round, straight to Thaddeus.
Yes, whilst myself, Fiddy, stops eating really crunchy crisps. So, what am I going to do? So I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let me just get this right. $30. And I know it's not much, but seeing Kral just floating there, I will I'll use my last third level.
Can you just make a perception check before you do that? Just thinking where you were and the ship, whether or not you'd see Kral.
Yeah, no, absolutely fine.
And I just want to make the call, but
Probably don't, to be fair.
Yeah, the way you fell backwards is he would have basically fell back into a sitting position and his head's just kind of down.
13.
13. I'm not sure you'd know that Kral had gone down.
Okay, no worries. I will take back my third level slot. I will still move there anyway, though, because everyone on the ship is kind of like healed.
God, I wish I had a better understanding of like the height of the ship and the angle.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense.
I think these things thrashing about in the water as well, which would make it hard.
Yeah, there's
Line. Just
not
looking.
a lot I can do. So it's either going to be all out, fucking something really stupid, or try and heal. In that case. Okay, so yeah, third level. Bonus action, healing word. It's got 60 foot, and from where I am, I can reach either Salviel or Bernier. And at this moment in time, I'm going to go for Salviel because Bernier is on top of this massive beast. It's 3d4. 1, 2, 3, 4. My god, I almost picked them up without any problems. Oh, that is actually quite nice. So that's 4, 8, 11, 14, 19 points of healing. 2 4s and a 3 from that.
Nice, thank you.
And then I will just point a finger or like one hand at the dragon turtle, and then basically mimic hitting a triangle and cast Hold Done It as a cantrip.
Okay. Is that a save?
That is a save. That is a wisdom save.
That's gonna be it. 23.
You beat it. Well done, DM.
Sorry, we're not doing the whole calling each other a penis thing anymore. I can't keep up.
Yeah, it saves, so nothing happens, and that's movement, action, and bonus action. Nothing else. You're thinking, what are you thinking?
I'm just thinking I allowed you to heal Salviel but not Kral. Was that?
No, that's fine by me. To be fair, with where he is the splashing and what happened, it makes sense that he wouldn't have been able to see.
Yeah,
Seen it.
completely like
But obviously,
storyline wise.
Salviel, he's still there. She's in view. Her back's to the ship.
Fair enough. Because I know what the DT's next move is. But Salviel, it's your turn.
That
Fucking
makes
up,
me worry about
Salvio.
what I should be doing. Yeah, sorry, bonus action, going to ignite the sword. And then actual action, I'm going to attempt to smack it.
Okay.
Would my sacred weapon still be in effect?
Yes, it lasts for a minute, I think.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
lasts for a minute, but it's there now.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I was only a 16 to hit.
No.
God damn it.
Can't do anything else then, can I?
You not get 2 attacks.
Do I get 2 attacks this time?
Yes.
Get 2 attacks per action.
Yeah, you do get 2 attacks. I sort of counted your activation of Sacred Weapon as 1 for last turn. So you
Yes.
just Sacred Weapon plus 1 attack.
So that's a 26 to hit this time.
That one hits.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is 10 points of slashing damage plus 3 whole points of fire damage.
Which is halved to 1. But
Hey, it's an extra 1.
yeah. Okay. So as the sort of going from that huge strike from Bernia, and then the extra damage that has just kept coming on this creature, it's looking increasingly rough, and it decides it doesn't want to be here anymore. So as it turns slightly to its right, it makes one final bite attack on Kral as it tries to take Kral with him in his mouth down below the sea. Where's me thing?
Once it gets more than 10 feet away from me, I'm sentineling that bitch.
Yeah. So it makes an attack. It's a 26 to hit on Kral as he just grabs him in his huge mouth and just begins to go down. Sasha, make your attack.
Miss.
The
Attack of
Here's a
opportunity.
question. Here's a question. Sorry, and I've only just thought of this because it's only happened. But if she's hitting recklessly in her main action and this is reaction, is that still reckless?
this has come up from time to time, but no, I don't think that's.
Sorry, I obviously wasn't there. So
I googled it.
okay.
Yeah. So both Kral and the creature
Quick
disappear
question.
below.
Salvio wanted opportunity attack.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And
Do you
as I hit the water, I'm going to do the same.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you will stay at the water's level as the creature disappears below you.
I think you can choose to go under, but
20 to hit.
20 hits.
Ooh, that's a very good question. Can we smite on when it's not our turn?
You can smite on any attack. As long as it's an attack roll and you hit with it, you can choose to smite.
Hit with a melee weapon attack. Nice. Okay, that's 25 to hit.
Hits.
Cool.
So,
So I am going to.
What's your damage?
Yeah, do. Savio's first.
Sorry, I was just also looking up the smite rules because I was preparing to be a cheeky bastard. 10 slashing damage and 9 fire.
No
You smiting on the attack?
If I'm allowed to, I will. Yeah.
Bones,
Oh, yeah.
I'm preparing to.
Okay, so that's
14 on the main hit.
3d8.
If it's a second level, then yeah.
Yep. Ooh, and an extra 14 smite damage.
Nice.
And Bernia?
Is it still going down?
Yep.
Okay, that's looking good. Kind of. 10. 17 plus 3. 20. All told.
So, as
Oh, actually, as well. An additional 2 for my divine favour. 22. Forgot about that.
Well done, Paladins.
Paladin.
Just to check, has Kral come back up with him? With it? Because I don't see Kral there.
we'll get there. So as the dragon turtle makes its move to go below, it takes Kral in its jaw as it begins to plummet under the water. Everyone reacts who's around. The three girls all make swings. Various things ping off as smites get activated. There's a flicker of flame from Salviel as well as her sword activates some extra fire damage. And the creature on its sort of half turn as it's going down, just that final 2 strikes from Bernia and Salviel just cause it to twitch as it rises back and floats upon the water. Bernia, you're a little offset by the fact that it started to go, you hit, and then it bobbed back up again. As it dies at the surface of the water. As it comes back up, Kral just gets released from its mouth, and the water walking that's still active on his body forces him out of the mouth and to remain on the surface of the water. But he is lifeless and unmoving.
Yeah.
Kral.
Throughout the battle, you've seen Scathlock and Kez circling, and all of a sudden you'll just see a sort of a flash from Kez, and he drops 30 feet, but manages to maintain it, and then you'll just see Scathlock grab its claws onto Kez's shell, and they both land on sort of Kral's chest, and Kez almost withdraws back into his shell, and that light at his heart just winks out.
Are we out of combat?
We're out of combat.
Can
you
I?
see that Scathlock, being a Kral's familiar, is starting to phase in and out, and he's sort of flickering almost.
Can I book it to
Well,
Kral?
I was going to jump off and be, Sylvia, Sasha, help me, as I'm trying to lift Kral up to bring him back onto the boat.
Seeing Scathlock flicker, I don't even wait for them to bring her back onto the boat. With the water walk still active, I book it over to him. Very quickly, does it look like he is dead? That my magics won't do anything, or just...
Well, I mean, you've seen unconscious people, you've seen corpses. He looks like the latter, but whether or not your magic can do anything is yet to be seen.
So I put, just to test this out, I put a Fucking hell, I don't even know. Surely I have. Have I? Yeah, I do. So I put a first level cure wounds into Kral, which would be, fuck me, how many ones have I rolled? Jesus Christ, 6 points of healing.
The spell goes off as normal, but the body does not accept it.
Okay, so I turn to all three of the ladies around me and just say, keep him still, keep him here. And I use my last 4th level slot as I don't have any 3rd ones left. I get, let me just check this. The 1 diamond I have, which is worth 300 gold, and start performing the spell to cast Revivify.
Okay. The 3 girls come over and are just holding him, and there's a sense of panic in the air. Thaddeus, Cool Head, tries to cast normal healing spells, but that doesn't take. Searches around for the right material component. The diamond comes out, and you should place it on the middle of Kral's chest as the 4 of you, including Kral, lie there on top of the water in the middle of the ocean. You put the diamond in and begin to cast this spell. Whether or not you've ever had to cast this before is up to you, but you know it's so important that you just reel off the words and this diamond begins to glow. Can you just roll a d20 for me, please?
Yeah, so yeah, Kral, just for flavour, Kral, Thaddeus would have definitely used this spell before, and yes, like the DM said, it just comes naturally to me with the words, the somatic components and everything. And yeah, 18.
Okay. So the diamond sits there. You begin to cast and whip around that arcane energy and pile it into the diamond before just sinking this diamond into his chest as it glows with that energy. And then Kral's body begins to glow with that energy as the spell begins to take hold. And there's that pause before Kral just takes this breath in as he's brought back to life.
And then instantly, at level 2, it will be, this is my last level 2, cure wounds on him, knowing what Revivify does from Thaddeus, just so he has more hit points, basically. Oh, I rolled quite well, a 7 and a 5 that time.
Yay.
So what's that? 17 points of health back to you. And then essentially Thaddeus will just put a hand out to one of the Sasha, Boney, or Salvia there just to pick him up, because he is now pretty much spent after doing all of that as well.
Yeah, I'd have an arm under Kral's arm and then an arm under Thaddeus's as well.
Yeah. I'm just focused on getting Kral back onto the ship. Nothing else matters.
So the 4 of you can slowly make your way across the surface of the water back to the ship. Ladders are thrown over the side to allow you to climb back up, and the 4 of you can make it back aboard the ship.
I'll give Thaddeus a light pat on the back and say, I knew there was a reason I liked you.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to do that so soon. Kral, are you okay?
What happened?
I think you upset him.
Well, yeah, that was the idea. To stop him spitting that shit all over everybody else, if he was focused on one of us facing away from the ship, then
We're better to let it focus on myself, Sasha, Salviel.
Yes,
Well-
maybe you can teach us the words that you said to him, so next time it will focus on one of us instead.
well, he spoke the language of my people. Well, I suppose in the common tongue we would call it Aquan, but it's
I only need to know what you said to piss it off. I don't need to know what it means.
yeah. Well, when you know the words without knowing the meaning, you can use it incorrectly, and well, yeah. But I'm guessing it worked. I mean, we're alive, aren't we?
Well, it nearly took you with it.
Hmm.
We nearly lost it.
Quick action
nearly
from
lost you.
Salviel to stop it. It was good work, but
It's the strangest thing.
you're better fighting from a distance, Carl. Remember that.
He's not listening. He's thinking about what happened in the brief interlude between being knocked unconscious and stepping over through the veil and then being dragged back.
Well, we're all here now. Kral. Same as myself. I suggest rest now. It's that's taken it out of me quite some.
Yes.
I'm assuming while we distracted the dragon turtle, the other creature got away.
I was just about
Yeah,
to ask,
so now
is the baby mermaid creature with its mum
Whilst-
now?
whilst you were fighting the merwhale you'd spoke to, Arvia had gone over to her son and was tending to him. Couple of things. So Thaddeus, having brought someone back from death, you know that takes a toll on someone's body, and although there's no like debuffs to them in their newfound life, but they are harder to bring back the next time.
Yeah, okay.
So don't do it again.
Mazdak and Kral, can you make intelligence checks for me? I
Of
think
course.
you-
Yeah, of course I can.
Apparently not.
Oh, it's not too bad.
Oh, it's not too bad.
Um,
16.
I got the same 16.
Okay. So both of you from various sources would be able to identify this creature as a dragon turtle. They are not something that exists in the world anymore. They are a long lost part of the ocean.
So,
You would probably surmise that some underwater portal has brought this thing through.
Yeah.
so some sort of portal, some sort of rift under the water, because these creatures don't exist at the moment. They're from the past. So, I think we're seeing more and more the reason why we do have to close these rifts.
Yeah. Would I know whether or not this thing, being because it's a dragon turtle, whether it's got the same proclivities as a dragon, whether it's treasure obsessed or
Yeah, in looks, in visuals, it's more turtle, but in mindset, it's all dragon.
yeah. Well, that thing has either got its treasure with it or it's got somewhere where it keeps it. But yeah.
Well, if it had
They
been
were
thrown
saying
forward
it's-
through time, unless it had its treasure on it at the time, then there's no way of knowing where the treasure would be. because I would imagine it's just the creature has been sent through time, not its environment. Although that is possible, isn't it? Because we have seen.
Well, that depends whether it ate what it finds, or I mean,
That's
it's
very true.
entirely possible it tried to eat me.
Or maybe it's got a Krala-esque bag of holding just under the shell.
Yes,
And its
Okay,
hoard is
Friend
going.
start slicing and dicing and looking.
treasure hoard.
As you have this conversation, there's a rocking of the boat as the waves caused by the creature beginning to sink, as it begins to bubble and disappear below the waves.
Well, that was certainly exciting. Never seen a dragon turtle in the flesh before. Seen
I wish I
pictures,
could,
obviously,
because-
but you don't understand when you see a picture how just entirely how massive these creatures are.
Yeah. Well, I wish I could have salvaged some of the plates off its back. It would have made a nice couple of shields for whoever wanted them.
Yes, definitely. But I think
Survival is more important.
yes, and I think that even more important is to get where we're going, so that we can start to gather the parts of this key.
Yeah, the key. Yeah.
I'm going to go over to the captain of the ship, whose name I definitely remember.
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth. Captain Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Any of your crew badly injured? I have some healing to spare.
We've lost a few. There are some injured as well. If you can do what you can.
What I can. I'm
That,
just going to
yeah.
spend the remainder of my lay on hands and my remainder of my lay on hands and spell slots just healing the crew, making sure they're all okay, and yeah.
There's
She's got a very stern, serious look about her, one that most people probably haven't seen before.
the captain stands up by the wheel, the highest point of the ship, and looks down and says some words, some kind words about the crew that were lost, and a huge thank you to you guys who amazingly managed to fight and defeat this creature before the merwhale comes back to the ship to speak. And she lyrically again yeah, she rises back up out of the water as gently as possible as to not rock the boat, and says, "Thank you so much for saving my son. Where is it you are heading to? I will see you there safely."
Well, we are heading to the island known as Numo Island, which is part of our task. But you really are most welcome. We were. It was incredibly dangerous, but is your son okay?
He will be okay.
Perfect. Excellent. Well, that's good to know. Have you noticed any other strange creatures around recently? Do you know roughly when this dragon turtle appeared?
It has been a few weeks, but it's the only one I've seen.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Right. Well, we definitely must be on our way to for our mission. It's vitally important. You are most welcome to ride along with us. That would be perfect. Lovely to have your company. And yourself,
I'm-
obviously.
I would be happy to take you. Follow me to the east. I can take you to a port.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
And she sort of goes out slightly in front of the ship, waiting for the ship to begin moving.
I will.
And the captain.
Obviously, if the captain hadn't heard that, I will go and speak to the captain and relay that information that he's to follow her.
Yeah. So
Before...
yeah.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Right. No, you.
I was just going to say, Thaddeus will just kind of like stand up. He does look rather worn out, injured, but also worn out as well. And he goes up to Amarius first, and goes, that fight took it out of me somewhat, so as soon as the spell I cast on you ends, you're probably better off spending what time you can in your little hideaway to make it harder for you to be tracked. I can't cast it again today.
So I'm allowed to go in there now.
Well, for the safety of everyone, I think. When you can, and when my spell ends, do it.
I mean, I probably will go in there. I've been through quite a lot. I'm probably still sitting on the deck, waiting to be helped up.
Don't, yes. Don't do it just yet. You have about, insert how many hours left DM here.
I probably can't until we
It was first
rest
thing in the
anyway.
morning, wasn't it?
Yeah. He would have come out and then I would have cast it, basically.
It's probably getting close then.
Yeah.
By the time you sailed for a bit, met the Merwell, headed south for the fight.
You've got about an hour left or so. 2 hours until you can potentially be tracked again.
I don't think I can go in that soon.
I will help Amarius off the deck. Just reach with my hand. Help him.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You did some excellent spells. I've not seen you do that one before. That was really rather interesting.
I'm very talented.
Well, plainly. So, and I was like, poof, Quill appears, book. So, what was it called, this spell?
I'm quite tired, actually.
Oh,
Can we do this
okay.
later?
Well, yes, but it's always best to get these things down fresh when just after they've happened, so that you remember correctly what the actual spell was. Because I would be interested, because obviously you saw the fireball that I used didn't take very well. Because obviously watery creature resistant to fire, but yours, because it looked a bit like a fireball, but it was sort of dark and more necrotic-y. It was interesting.
Have you considered that you were doing yours wrong?
Absolutely not.
Well, maybe you should consider that.
Well, I
Reflection's
don't think
good.
it was wrong, because it's fireball, and there's only one way to cast that. So
Is there? But your eyes just showed you something different.
Yes, but you didn't cast fireball. You cast something different. It was necrotic, not fire.
No, I cast fireball.
Absolutely not. You did not do that.
Maybe you should go for a lie down instead.
I thought you were the one feeling tired.
I'll soldier on, don't worry.
Oh, well done.
Actually, can you just make an intelligence check?
Sure. 22.
So, thinking about it, you remember back to when you cast your fireball and then you, Amarius cast it as well. He used the same verbal words that he has previously when he's cast fireball.
Interesting. So, although you didn't change the word, something different happened.
Evidently.
So, what was it? Was it a different component? Was it?
We all have our secrets. Maybe you should ask your book.
It's a secret. I see.
Ask your book.
Maybe I will.
Always a pleasure to talk to you, Mazdak.
Oh, no problem whatsoever. So, in light of that, we should have a different conversation about what we're going to do once we reach Numo Island. Have you ever seen Drow or Dark Elves, as they are sometimes, I think, incorrectly called?
Have I?
Yes. You definitely have.
I believe so.
Oh, fantastic. So you could give us some insights into their culture and way of life.
Probably. But sometimes it's best to go in not knowing.
Well,
Otherwise you make assumptions.
I think it would be better to know at least some information, because obviously if we go in completely blind, we may make mistakes or not talk to them correctly, or something could happen to mean that we don't have as much of a friendly time as we should do.
But where's the fun in that? There's a philosophy from where I'm from, and it says, before you go out searching, don't decide what you will find. Maybe you should...
That is a good philosophy. I like that. That's good. This Quill is writing things down.
A point to make, though, Amarius, that information on this particular mission we're on will always be good, because the magic and spell I've just cast to bring Kral back comes at a price. I hope everyone tries to not die, because I can cast a spell as long as I have the materials, and I'm now out of it. So, and when I cast it on one person, anybody, it's harder to try and do it the second time.
Did you all hear that, everybody? Thaddeus advises us all to not die.
Well, it's never my intention to die, but my background makes it easier for you to resurrect me without you needing those components.
I'll do you a deal. Once I retreat to the safety of my special place, as I've been told to, because you can't protect me, I have books, and I will do a bit of research on the Drow.
You have books?
Well, I have everything
Fantastic.
I need in there.
So
I don't read them.
Well,
They're just for decoration.
I mean, interesting. What is there any way that I could come with you to this
No.
retreat?
No.
Could you bring the books
I mean,
out?
The books are mainly for show, but some of them do have information. I mainly use them as like footstools and stuff.
You will see a
just
visible wince,
twitches.
yes.
So, could you bring the books out so that, because obviously if there's more people doing research, that it will go quicker.
I will try.
Excellent. Are you going now?
No.
Oh. Right. How about now?
No.
Ah, right, okay. So next few minutes, perhaps?
Does this talk of potential books seems to put you on edge?
Well, all books are interesting.
But these are books you don't have access to.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So, I'd like to have access to them, so if you could go and get some of them, that would be amazing.
I will try.
Fantastic. You don't seem to have gone yet.
No, I have not.
Right. Is there a particular reason that you haven't gone to get the books?
Thaddeus said I shouldn't go yet because his very powerful spell is protecting me.
Mazdak just turns to look at Thaddeus.
It wasn't quite the words I used, however, I can't cast a spell again to keep him a secret
So
today.
you're saying he should go now and get the books?
To maximise time for him not to be found easily, he should go when my spell ends.
I'll
Which
just sort of
is-
shrug.
When exactly?
It's roughly an hour, Mazdak.
Right, an hour. Okay, right. I can.
And then I imagine he's going to stay in there for as long as he possibly can. So you're looking at a minimum of what, 9 hours? before you can even get a chance to maybe get your hands on these books.
Right, okay. Mastek is just fiddling with stuff.
You realise it's probably yanking your chain. Your
Yes, I don't
particular
believe he has any
beneficial
books, to be honest.
While all that's going on, Kral would have been wandering round too, and he would have sort of picked up the hem of Mazdak's robe that he enchanted for him briefly, just to try and re-establish a connection with the magic for the infusion. Because apparently it remains for 5 days and begins to fade, but I'm going to try and re-establish the connection with it.
Oh, okay.
Just to keep it going for him.
As they're conversing, I'm going to eventually return from having helped tend to the crew. Good fighting, all of you. That was impressive work.
And you, Bernia.
I think it was mainly you and Salviel and Tasha up front that was doing. Obviously, Kral too.
Your initial salvo from yourself and Amarius was effective magic. At least did some damage.
Well, the fireball
Work on
didn't
your-
go quite as well as I anticipated.
In
Work on your
cases
aim
like this,
for-
Mazdak, I think that everybody made sure that Carl returned to us.
Just work on your aim for heavily armored targets. Look for those
Indeed, I
points
shall,
where the armor breaks.
I shall be studying my spells over so that I can be more effective.
But we will need to be on the top of our game for where we are going. And I do not
Yes.
see any of you falling. Understand?
Yes, I'll come out tomorrow with a few more options to heal and protect people. Mazdak, whilst we
Good.
talk, can I just have that ring back?
Oh, yes, of course. I'll take the ring off and give it back to him. So that
Thank
takes
you.
away the...
The +1 and the resistance to everything.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's fine. And the
But
aid...
Thaddeus,
The
I
aid
am...
spell... Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, say your thing.
It was just a mechanical thing, it's not roleplay, so go ahead.
Thaddeus, I think we all are grateful for the day that you joined our little group.
Yes.
As am I grateful for you saving me from those giants. Thank you.
You're an incredibly effective healer.
I try to do what's best in the midst of battle. When battle isn't going on, obviously a little bit of fun here and there is always a good thing too. But for now, thank you all, Captain, as well. I need to lay down for a bit.
Yes, all of you get some rest. You will need it.
Do you need some assistance?
No, I'll be fine, thank you. I just need to get some rest.
And Carl? Are you okay?
He's passed out in the next to the cannon, sort of cradling Hez, and he seems to have been able to stop what was potentially happening to Scaflock, but it depends on what happens in the next day or so to whether he has to recast the spell.
I'll just sort of check on him, make sure that, he's okay. And then probably retreat somewhere not too close, but not too far away, so I can just sort of keep an eye on him and carry on reading my book.
What was your mechanical question, Chaz?
It was just about the aid spell.
8 hours duration.
8 hours, okay. So it would disappear after the long rest, basically.
I'm going to wait until I've got some privacy before finally admitting that I am very badly wounded and just finding somewhere to sit and recover.
Yeah. You can certainly take an hour to short rest. Anyone who wants to recover.
Does that reset temporary hit points?
I don't think a short rest does. think you keep them till a long rest.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyone recovering health, do so. Anyone who's capable of recovering spells, you can do that as well. At the end of the night,
Cleric can do that, right?
No.
now,
Everyone can do that, right?
from a massive list of available spells daily to whatever you want. That's your pro. So there's this sort of hours period where the people are taking a rest, fixing up parts of the ship that need it. Sadly, the captain says a few words about some of the lost crew. There were 4 crew members lost in that steam attack, or both steam attacks. Those bodies are sort of wrapped up and just gently let go off the side of the ship, as mariners prefer. There's a few that start clinking a few glasses as they have a drink, but in honour of fallen crew. But roughly at the end of this sort of hour is when we'll sort of set up, saying it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The ship is beginning to sail east, following Arvia, the merwhale, and her son. And yes, the ship will be sailing for another 6 hours, 8 hours or so.
I will disappear into special place.
I'm going to spend 5 hit dice healing for 38.
I spent 3 hit dice to heal for 6. Because
Yeah, I
had a
spent
minus
3.
2 on each one of my hit dice.
Yep.
I spent 3 to heal for 26. I rolled 2 8s and a 1. I just can't get rid of those 1s for the hit dice today.
I used 1 to heal for 7, which took me up to max.
I got
Oh,
30.
Mazday.
Yeah.
Is it possible that you roll and lose health?
Yes.
Imagine if Mazdak sits down for a quick break and never wakes up.
You go check that, because holy shit.
I rolled a 4, which turns
For
into a
2.
2. I rolled a 3, which turned into a 1. And then I rolled a 5, which turned into a 3. So I actually healed for 7, but I only needed 6.
Minimum 0.
Yeah. I would assume that would be the case. Yeah, if you roll a 1, it's just 0.
Or a 2 in his case.
Yeah. Okay, so the ship sails on for another 6 hours. We get to about 10 o'clock at night. Sasha, you can mark off another 6 hours if you're reading for that time.
I counted the 1 hour we were resting as well, if that's okay, because I was literally just been reading the book.
Sure, if you want. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, I've done, like, as for Thaddeus, no reading was done in between any of that. It was...
Consciousness.
Okay.
So,
So,
one left to go.
as you got 1 hour, the tides were against you, and it takes an extra hour to get to your destination.
Awesome.
Funnily enough, this giant merwhale swimming in front of you causes a bit of a backflow, and it slows the whole ship down.
Gotcha.
That's what it was.
Oh, so it's not like racing cars where you can get in the slipstream then?
Yeah, it's not slipstream. It's antithetical to a slipstream.
I now have 94 hit points.
Hooray!
That's
So
quite a few Mazdacs.
I have
that's
17. Well, currently I have 22, but, you know.
how do I balance this? So we get to about 11 o'clock at night as the sun is down, obviously, at this point, and it is dark. You are following the merwhale as closely as the ship can in order to not crash into things, trusting that, that should be a safe way to go. Eventually, she begins to slow down as you see a few points of light just in the distance. In the moonlight, you can see this giant cliff. As far as the eye can see, east and west, it must be 200 feet up. But just where this cove narrows into a singular point, there is an opening, a cave, a giant opening cavern in the side of this cliff at the water's edge, where these points of light are. There appears to be a port that is built in a cave in the side of this cliff.
Awesome.
As you approach the drow town of Kegelvaga,
Cool.
I can host title. Kegelvaga.
Let's see how my spelling is.
Well, I'm just going to look it up on the map.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
I've also posted it in the.
Okay.
The Moal swaps a few words with the captain, just stating that she is a friend to him in these waters. If he were to pass through, she would be available to assist.
Yeah, I want to say goodbye to her.
Yeah.
It was such a pleasure to meet you. You have been a wondrous friend, and I hope you and your son have a fantastic time.
It is always nice to meet the small folk. Farewell.
Bye.
As the little one also pops his head out and says, farewell.
Oh. Yay, we have a base.
And they move off back into the open waters. They don't go too far if you're looking, just to see if the ship leaves or stays there for too long. But you are in sight of a drow port that you can come and meet some drow, or scale the cliff to avoid them entirely.
I have a question. So, Viovicia as a whole is very looked down upon half elves. From
Yeah.
what we know.
Yep.
I mean, I couldn't get in there, so. Is it much the same with the drow, or would I not know?
I don't think you'd know. I think most of what you know of the drow came in a conversation with Severil a day or so ago, where he mainly talked about the history of the separation.
I'm assuming Amarius is the only one of us who's actually met or seen a drow.
And he's
Yeah.
of the future.
Yeah. The drow are pretty common for you, Marius. It's maybe a little odd that there's such an unknown entity to the rest of these folk.
Right.
Am I still in there?
You're still in your yeah, we're about 7 hours, I think, from when you went in.
I would have gone in and just crashed out.
Right.
Yeah.
There is no telling what the hell these people will. How,
Oh dear,
but
we missed that. You froze up.
Yeah.
there is no telling how this would go. But we'll have to
Indeed.
figure out where we are going
Well,
quickly.
there is a port, so this would suggest that they trade, at least.
Hmm.
So,
It is whether or not they will have any trust for us.
well,
I could not enter Viovicia myself. on foot. So
Well, I'm sure it'll be all right. We'll just wander along and find an inn, and then, unless you wanted to sleep on board the ship for tonight and go in the morning.
Well, if I might say, the captain
Yeah.
says, we're going to be stopping here tonight anyway. We're not sailing back anywhere
That would
in this.
that would make sense to stay
So-
on board. Thank you, Captain. And
Fantastic.
then
Take
go
a
in.
rest.
Thank you.
You can head off in the morning.
Thank you. Captain, why don't you let your new friend know that you're leaving in the morning and she can meet you and guide you back?
And
I think
Have
I
you-
will.
traded with the drow before?
No, I didn't even know they had ships. We never see them.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
And is is there anything else you want to know about the cannon before I leave? Or...
No, thank you, Kral. I think you've shown us exactly what we need to do to look after it. I really appreciate that.
Well, as long as you don't use it for darker means, we won't have any issue.
Look, all of the weaponry I keep on board is only to keep my crew safe.
That's why we made them.
Well, I'm gonna go get some sleep myself. So, you can all bed down again for the night in your cargo hold. Marius will pop out and sleep in a hammock
If
with the rest of you.
spare one.
And that's where we'll finish for tonight.
Ha-ha! Oh. I assume we're not marking a long rest off just yet.
No, you can. We'll get through to the morning and we'll pick up there next week.
Oh.
You can.
Which I already had.
I'd say that was pretty impressive. Hit point maximums would go back down now from 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's pretty impressive. We killed a dragon turtle.
We did.
Did kill a dragon.
It
I wonder
did.
if
Yeah,
there's
well,
any
it nearly
kind of
killed all of
reward
us,
for it or
but,
something
you
like
know.
that.
I mean, I have a question. Did those extra 2 hit points, did that make the difference?
Which extra 2?
The
From
divine
the
favor.
Divine favour.
When I was marking off the damage, Salviel took it down to 2 health, and then Bernier's hit took it down to minus 18 or minus 20 in the end.
Yeah.
So no, they didn't. They weren't the 2,
Okay.
but certainly the combination of the 2 of them.
Big
Pally
lady
power.
babes for life.
It's I keep forgetting. Well, I don't because I know that I'm knowledge domain. But it's the clerics I've obviously used in the past are life clerics, and that extra couple of hit points, what you get from that to give to people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's I love playing Thaddeus, and it's a really good sort of like open your eyes as such for like the different domains of what you can do and everything like that.
I think
That's
you were a life cleric, and then we sort of
Yeah,
talked about it and
no,
moved
completely,
on.
and it makes sense for Thaddeus's background and what he wants to do and everything. But yeah, that I was, yeah, genuinely as
mean-
Fiddy as me, I was kind of like, oh shit, he is actually down, and then
Compare Thaddeus, Ilas, and Yorick. 3 very different clerics.
Yeah.
yeah,
And yeah,
And Aldris.
And Eramin, of course.
And Aldris.
And Aldris, yeah. So many clerics.
but I was that meme photo I put into the chat, generally how I was feeling as me at the time, because I was like, oh shit, here we go. And now I feel like that even more because I now can't revive any of you because I don't have the diamonds.
Just to put it in context for you as well, like my first death save,
Oh, not good.
yeah.
Oh,
Ooh. So yeah, the as soon as it hit you, you're gone.
Yeah, well, I'm still free, Fiddy. You don't. It
That's-
doesn't. I don't require any material components for resurrecting me.
Yeah, probably the
But that's
least
resurrection,
likely
though,
person
not
to die, though.
revivify,
Hang on.
right?
So that was why I kind of like stopped and paused. I was like, should I have stopped?
No. To be honest, yeah.
You were on 2 death saves, and I was going to run away whilst attacking. That was
Yeah,
my
no.
plan.
Yeah.
And then I've kind of felt like I stopped Thaddeus from stopping that.
No, to be fair, where he was and what he was
Mhm.
doing, that's essentially exactly what
Yeah,
he knew was
I-
potentially going to happen,
I
Yeah.
think that was a correct sequence
Yeah.
of
Decision.
events because
and that
Yeah.
was
he was right at the back of the ship, and
Yeah.
there's just no way, not with a dragon turtle's head in his blocking
Mm.
his vision.
and with a perception rod of 13, he wouldn't
Yeah,
have
completely.
seen him. So no, that was absolutely,
Yeah.
I think sort of the three of you all know that I love my characters, but I'm not like so precious about them that I'm like, you cannot let them die. If it happens, it happens. It's as simple
Yeah.
as that.
It's like, Mazdak. We all know Mazdak is not going to survive the end of this campaign. He's just not. He's gone.
Mazdak's going to be the only one that does survive.
The odds
But it's all-
against him surviving are so great.
It's also really good like character building. I find it for stuff like that because it was the first time of being part of the group, part of the investigators, where Thaddeus and not just keeping them alive, but literally bringing someone back.
Yeah.
Where I had that like gut wrenching, oh fuck, this is down to me type thing. Where
Yeah.
that's how I then I build my characters. It's already built, if you know what I mean, but actually emotionally
it
to
develops,
everyone
doesn't
else.
it? So,
Yeah.
I think
So
sort of,
yeah.
I know what you're trying to say, Fiddy, because I had a very similar. I put in the group chat, the serendipity of Fiddy's character reviving mine, and the reverse happened in the Pirates campaign,
Yeah.
and it's sort of that in the moment you are the person that can do that, and it's can I achieve my goal,
and I think
and it's like
I find that playing Mazdak forces me to look at the toolkit that I've got to survive the encounters, because I know that one good hit and that's it, no more Mazdak. So I've got to be clever. I've got to make it. It's a really good, cool challenge. I know that I'm not always going to be lucky, but if I can be
Well, the thing
lucky
is-
on the bits where I have to be lucky, and be clever on the bits that I'm not lucky. So yeah. if you know
I
what
also
mean.
think though, because we know that you're so low on hit points, we are a lot more
Thank you.
vigilant about you.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we're taking that into consideration.
yeah, because if essentially I've got 3 tanks, which is great.
Yeah.
And Mazdak is the ultimate glass cannon, but a glass
Yeah.
cannon anyway.
It was almost a wrong decision for me as Thaddeus to say, "Can I have that ring back?" Because essentially, the only person who
That's
I
fine.
think Thaddeus would be casting that on would
mm,
would be Mazdak.
I get it. You
Um,
have to charge the ring up before you give it back. That's,
Well, no,
yeah.
that was going to be a question. It was going to be something like, "Is there any way that I could potentially like expend one day, just like expend all of my magics just to permanently cast Warding Bond on that ring?" So it is just a feature essentially what me and Mazdak have because of that.
I suppose you just need the rings together when you cast the spell from the wording of it, and then it's whoever's got the other ring benefits from the spell.
Yeah, because in my head when I first came across the spell and put it in there, I could kind of have the rings in my pocket, have one on myself, the rings in my pocket, and then
Yeah.
in battle I can kind of go, oh, sorry, and then just like put a ring on their finger with the spell cast.
At least you know you're not the only one in the party with healing capabilities.
so it's basically your guerrilla engagements. Is that what it is?
So, I mean, even Sasha has some emergency healing. I can do 8 hit points.
Oh yeah, that's a thing
I
that
haven't done.
parties like D&D parties will always find a way to make up for their flaws.
Yeah.
My Saturday group, we have no dedicated healer. We've got like 2 rogues, a a Hexblade Paladin, an Artificer, and a Bard. And between us, the sheer volume of healing that we have spread out, we're able to deal with it.
To be fair, even before
Yeah.
Billy joined, like the two paladins having at the time like a total of 70 points of healing available to you, like 35 each, whatever it was at the time, is a big pool of healing that you can do with your lay on hands. But even then, like the DM shouldn't force someone. You have to have a cleric in your party for healing or
No,
a
no.
dedicated healer.
Absolutely not.
So I started handing out these little pearls of balloons because
I just I
Which
have that
ironically,
picture of
I
have them.
yeah, I have that picture of like the whole party who have got like this belt around them
We
with
still
like
have
healing
pearl
potions.
of resurrection.
I have the additional pearls.
So we do have a pearl of resurrection, right?
No, not resurrection.
I thought we did have one of
Revivify.
resurrection.
Revivify.
Sorry, yeah, I know what I
Different
meant.
Spells.
And just to ask a question, so obviously I asked that to Nat DM. So her thing for her warrior is if a spell to restore your life is cast on you, the caster doesn't need a material components. To me, I read that as like potentially revivify.
Basically, anything that requires.
Oh, okay.
yeah, if you do have to revivify Sasha, you don't need a diamond.
Cool.
I'm
Okay.
free.
Right.
However, as Kral has now experienced, there is a DC to revivify, and that will still be in play for Sasha.
As soon as I cast that and you said, "Can you roll a d20?" I was like, "Oh,
I
fuck,
thought it-
this is gonna be."
Yeah.
It's a really
Yes,
good
the
system.
The DC is 10, isn't
Yeah.
it, to start with?
I
But it
play in a
just
game
goes
with
up by
that
one.
system.
Does the DC for the him casting the spell go up, or is it a DC to bring that particular person back?
Yeah.
That's on you. Your DC has gone up.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
So
So-
bearing in mind, people, I am always good at rolling dice.
Obviously,
Well-
you're the best.
To give you an idea of how bad that can get, my Artificer has a DC 15 to bring her back at the moment, and it just keeps going up.
And there's no addition to that, is there? It's literally just a d20 with nothing to it.
I would have thought it would have been your spellcasting modifier,
Nope.
but
It's
that's
a
up to
straight
you.
D20.
It's up to the DM on how they roll it.
Yeah, is this a system that people play? Because that's something that I just.
Yeah, it's in the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
they do it in Critical Role as well, where they
Yeah.
have to roll a
Really?
my DM
D20.
uses it.
Yeah.
But I
I
don't know.
I must have read
Right
it.
where he got it from it.
Yeah, and if it's obviously if it's particularly sort of like person being dead, very dead, it can be a case of a series of skill checks as to whether or not the spell works.
This is one of those things. It's like sitting down to write some music, and you suddenly write a riff. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I like that riff. And your mate goes, mate, that's Smoke on the Water.
Right. On that note, we should stop the stream because
Oh, yeah.
all of our millions of viewers need to get to bed.
That's a very good point. Yes.
So, as ever, thank you very much for watching. We will be back on Tuesday for the aftermath of whatever happened there in the Elusive Tide. And then
Oh,
we'll be
before
back
the stream
to-
ends, sorry. Do we level up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No?
No.
He said not yet.
Not yet.
I only heard yeah. So I'm like,
I
oh,
heard it,
rolling.
and I was like,
Sorry,
Since you
chat.
leveled up, it's your first fight.
yeah, it was a fucking dragon turtle though.
It was a tractor. Anyway,
We almost lost Carl.